That also helps you defensively. Less chances for your opponents to run off a turnover.
And as their #2 ranking in steals will tell you, defense has been a major focus for them. Constant pressure on the ball, quickness, and a mindset that they're not going to make anything easy on you. Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Here's Hero. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Poole outside. And he drives in. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Bell. And here is Williams. The baseline J. Hero, no good. Leonard on the wing. Williams defending. Poole outside. And the ball outplay. The Timberwolves will have it. Let's go to the leaderboard and see which teams have been leading in assists this season. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers.
George against Hero. It's Doncic with a drive. And Doncic with the jam.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Poole outside. Pass to Gobert. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks, fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Checked in for Poole. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Bogdanovich is checked in. Here's Anderson. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bogdanovich passes to Williams, lays it up and banks it in.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Down low. Here's Anderson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
And he's
foul.
one of those stat sheet
First
stuffers.
team foul.
Kyle Anderson at 6'9" gives you rebounding, playmaking, grant a little bit of everything.
I mean, the combination of size with skill is what makes him special. And his wingspan helps him impact the game in so many ways. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And right around the midpoint of the season, Clark, certain teams seem to take it to another level.
Well, I think coaching staffs figure out rotations better, Brian. And plus, we see the offseason additions fully integrated into the team, and that makes for a smoother unit.
Both good from the line that time. Minnesota in the lead. Hero outside. Pass to Williams. Right side, Bogdanovic. Doncic on the wing. 5 on the clock. With the floater. It's good. Doncic has got 6.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Leonard outside. Here he goes. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Hero against George. Kicks it to Doncic. Outside, Williams. That three's off the mark. The Mavericks trailing. Leonard outside. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
Yeah, last time out, they barely captured a win against this team, and it came down to some key turnovers.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner. He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Doncic against Russell. 32 seconds left in the first quarter here. Leonard up top, defended by Bogdanovic. Offensive board. The Timberwolves have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Williams from long range, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Pass to Doncic. This one for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. Those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
The Mavericks shooting just 42% so far in the game. On the court for the Timberwolves. Luka Doncic is out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Hero in at the small forward position.
George, no stranger to dealing with contact and still finishing the shot.
Doncic finds Bogdanovic. Six on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. The Mavericks pull it in. George outside to the inside. Out to Leonard. Pass to George. Leonard against Hero. Looking to get it going. Shot by Leonard, no good. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 56% today. Here's Mann. Leonard defending, and that one's good, man.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Dallas with it. 7-point differential. Doncic against Russell. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Whiteside, who poked away. Stolen by Young. Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Hero.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Man Here's Whiteside, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Leonard passes to Young. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Tyler Hero.
And you look at Young, and clearly he's a little undersized when he gets inside, but he knows how to create contact and use his body effectively.
Well, Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
No good on that one. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
And that one drops for him. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Shot by Leonard, no good. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. A look at how all-star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
Well, you look at George. He's gotten his fair share of votes. Currently number 5 in the West.
Nice to see him rewarded for what has been a really strong season. The fans paying him back for all that effort.
We'll be sure to update you as we continue to get results. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back. And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, he's a former defensive player of the year, and he can still shape games with his defense. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the Mavericks call time here. And with Leonard, he's just as sharp as ever with his stifling defense.
Oh, his versatility is incredible. I mean, he can guard the toughest forward or guard each game. And he still has the energy to go out there and get numbers on the offensive end as well.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. George outside. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The Mavericks shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting the shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Now here's Doncic. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And Whiteside with the bucket on the assist from Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Dallas calls time here. and the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
The Mavericks with possession here. Down by 15. And the basket by Leonard.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Whiteside finds Doncic. Second chance effort. And the finish inside by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 6 here in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
A spectacular athlete. When Leonard drives to the rim, he's difficult to stop.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Russell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Leonard, double team. Outside for Russell. Back to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside, Bell takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Russell with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Russell to pass to Young. It's George on the wing. Back to Young. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Russell, that's good.
Russell does a good job taking whatever the defense avails. He doesn't need to look for other options if he's got a good look.
Doncic passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Doncic. He's off on that one. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. And for Dallas, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Here's Young. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Russell. Pass to Leonard. Launches a 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Here's Mann. And George with some nice D.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Leonard finds Russell. To the left wing. Plumlee passes to George. Russell from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Now here's Bogdanovich. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Doncic. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Leonard with the ball. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 17. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero passing. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kyle Anderson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Poole in at the one. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Now here's Hero. Buries it down low. Hero's got 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Good.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Hero against George. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And there's the lob. And Doncic with the jam.
You know what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Misses from short range. Williams on the wing. Defended by Gobert. Kicks it to Doncic. Now Williams. 9 points in the game. Clock at 6. Here's Bell. And he makes it.
The assist.
And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Leonard, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Poole against Doncic. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Guarded by Poole. Shot from 12. Here's Bell. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. He's got 6.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Pass to Poole. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Poole. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And here's Anderson. He's got 6. Pass to Leonard.
If you want to study how to work the mid-range area, just watch Leonard. Precise in everything he does.
Doncic passes to Williams. Back to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Hero against George. George defending. From deep, here's Doncic. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Leonard outside. Double team on Leonard. Poole outside. It's George on the wing. Over Williams. George's shot is off.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Doncic. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Anderson. Bell grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Hero. Here's Bell to the middle. Here's Doncic. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
From 11 feet away, that shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Williams. Down low. And they doubled up Doncic. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by George. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. 1:33 left in the third. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Different look for Dallas. Covington comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Poole. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter. Nice shot by George.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Hero against George. Here's Hero. He's got 10. And George with some nice D. Here's Anderson. And Whiteside with a block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. .103 left in the third. Anderson passes to George.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Anderson covers. Back to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Here's George. 12 points for him. 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Anderson for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Bogdanovich. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game. George defending. It's rebounded by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Minnesota. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Bojan Bogdanovich. He's out there with Hassan Whiteside. Terrence Mann is out there with Tyler Hero. Anderson covers. 6 to shoot. Back to Mann. The three. Counted from distance.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Now here's Covington. George, right side. And Whiteside with a block. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the inside. Hero with the bucket.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Now here's Russell. With efforts to grow the game in Europe and Asia and Africa, really everywhere from the NBA. Grant, how do you see the future of this game?
Well, I think it lies in the young international stars. I mean, you see guys like Luka and Nikola Jokic from Europe and Joel Embiid from Africa. I think we'll see more and more of that as the league and the popularity of basketball grows overseas. I mean, those guys will have the drive and the examples to succeed overseas.
Hero for three. The Mavericks pull it in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Inside, here's Gobert. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Here's Mann. Pass to Hero. And they recover it. Tries again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Whiteside. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Plumlee's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Young comes in for Covington. Green's checked in for Anderson. And it's Bledsoe in for George. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Ennis comes in for Hero. And both free throws good for Whiteside. Coaching turnover is a fact of life in the NBA. Grant, as a player, how tough is it to adapt to a new coach?
Well, it depends on the timing. I mean, an offseason change gives the team a time to get used to a new system. Now, if it happens in midseason, it could be a little tough. The learning curve is definitely steep.
Now, here's Green. Driving inside. Russell from outside. Rebound Minnesota. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's man, guarded by Russell. Pass to Johnson. Back to man. The three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Poole's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Dex checked in. Here's man. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Deck. Here's man. Here's Ennis. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Poole. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Driving to the basket. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And that one's good. Green.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's man. Pass to Johnson. And Grant, you've been around the game in so many roles. Been a player, broadcaster, owner. Talk about how the game has grown and the opportunities for continued growth.
Well, we know how the game here in the U.S. has really gained prominence and is hugely successful and popular. And I also think that's happened over the years globally as well. But continuing to popularize the game in Africa, India, China, and elsewhere is exciting. There are so many new frontiers for this league to grow, and I'm excited that we're moving forward in that direction.
A different look for Dallas. Jones, he's checked in for Plumlee, and Payne is subbed in for Young. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Forbes is checked in for Man. Poole up top. Back to Bledsoe. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Deck. Here's Forbes. Shot clock at 6. The shot won't fall. Excellent D there from Payne. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Bledsoe outside. Back to Poole. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Minnesota. Bledsoe with it. Going inside. That one doesn't drop. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 from downtown here in the 4th. Pass to Forbes. To the middle. Goes back up and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Luka Doncic.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Here's Forbes, following the score by Dallas. Pass to Deck. Here's Ennis. Here's Forbes, over Payne. And that one hits the back iron. Here's Bledsoe. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Dallas, Jeff Green. At the line for 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes a first. And both free throws good for Green. 9 seconds left in the game. Here's Forbes. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Luka, you played well tonight, and your team got the win. Those two usually go together, but what else made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Team defense goes a long way. Thanks, Luka.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.